Ellie and I'm Stitching Bee here on Flosstube and also over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel all about cross stitch, crafty bargains and bees. Today I have another extra little special video for you all about New York. Hopefully you will have seen my video about Canada and I hope you enjoyed that. In today's video we're going to focus on Born to Stitch, which is an incredible cross stitch shop in Secaucus in New Jersey. And I'm also going to talk to you about Hobby Lobby because that was the first time I'd ever been in Hobby Lobby. And oh my, I was amazed. It was wonderful and I had the best time. So we're going to talk through those and I'll show you all my stitchy haul. So first of all, we were in New York because we were there for another wedding. And I know you're thinking we're just jet setting here, there and everywhere, which we were for those 2 months, but I hadn't actually been abroad for about 10 years prior to these holidays, and I feel like obviously everything's just come at once. So don't get the wrong impression of me that I'm, you know, on flying here, there and everywhere, because it's really not the case. But yeah, I was very fortunate to be able to go to both Canada and New York and yeah, visit those amazing countries. So we're here for the stitching to begin with, so let's get talking about Born to Stitch. So Born to Stitch is, as I say, a lovely little shop in Secaucus in New Jersey, and it was recommended to me by Lynn, the Lancashire Stitcher. I'd seen it on her Flosstube channel when she'd spoken about her little trip to New York. And again, I had to bribe my partner, being like, yeah, there's a cross stitch shop. It's not directly in New York, but it's about kind of 40 or 50 minutes away by bus. And he's like, fine, okay, we'll go. I'm like, yay, thank you. So we got on the bus, really straightforward, hopped off at the stop, and it was just about 5 minutes away from the bus stop. And oh, it was just wonderful. I'd messaged Amy, who's the owner of the shop of Born to Stitch, prior to going, just to check that it was okay, that, you know, she'd definitely be open and available and things. So I was greeted by such a warm welcome, and I think she'd watched part of my Flosstube video as well, so that was really nice. And she was just so friendly and lovely, and yeah, made us really feel at home. Again, she gave my partner a chair to sit on so he could just play on his phone and do whatever he wanted to do whilst I was browsing. So thank you, Amy, for making it such a special visit for us. As I'm talking, I'll be showing you pictures of the shop, but just like the other shop, there was just charts everywhere, but she had all different sections. So she had a kind of new release table, and then she also had you know, new things from market and things, as well as well, I don't know how the other ones were organised, but they were arranged beautifully and like really easy to access and, you know, to look through. And there was charts on tables, there was charts all over the wall, there were stitching accessories, there was an amazing thread collection. Again, just beautiful to see all those threads in real life. One of the main things I loved about Born to Stitch was the little Christmas and Halloween room. So I think Amy got obviously loads of Christmas and Halloween charts that she wanted out all the time. And what better way to display them than in the kind of holiday room. So she got a Christmas tree up, she got a Halloween tree up, she got all the things on display and lots of model stitch, which were beautiful. And oh, it was just fantastic. She'd also got loads of Mill Hill kits, so they were on the little spinny things that you could look through. And she also had huge boxes of all different fabrics. She got fabric laid out on the table, which was really lovely to see. And, you know, she was happy to cut fabric down to a smaller size if you wanted it. She got beads for all the kind of mirabilias and Nora Corbetts. She got Q-snaps, stitching accessories, project bags even she was selling, just a couple of them. And yeah, it was just an amazing shop. So much to see. There was like a little kind of clearance basket where things were slightly reduced. Of course, I was right in that. You'd expect nothing less. And yeah, there was, you know, she offered us water and yeah, just chatted to me for a while. So it was really nice to get to know her a little bit, and obviously the area and, you know, how she got into opening the shop in the first place. And I'll mention it now before I forget that she actually has a Flosstube called Born to Stitch, so I'll link that down below if you're interested in watching. And in her first video she actually gives you a shop tour as well, so if you want to see it in a video form rather than just the pictures, then you can check that out too. So I'll show you all the wonderful things that I bought from Born to Stitch. I've got quite a big bag and again probably spent far too much money. But there we go. I don't go to America very often, so I thought might as well make the most of it. So let's go. Oh, that's from the wrong. It's in the wrong bag already. So this first one. Oh, she got also loads of Lizzie Kates and like all the kind of smaller charts as well, and all the kind of Blackbird booklets and oh, so much. So this is a lovely little Lizzie Kate kit. Well, kit as in it comes with the button and it comes with the fabric, but doesn't have any threads in it. But I've mentioned this loads of times now, so if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm sure you all know. But I recently got engaged and I am planning on doing lots of stitching for my wedding. So I'm really drawn to any kind of romantic, kind of love themed cross stitch pieces at the moment. So that's why I picked that one up. And it is called A Little Love by Lizzie Kate. And as I say, in the shop she actually had loads of kits and things from like mystery styles, and I don't know if they were retreat things or something else. Like, there was quite a few things you could buy that I'd again not seen before. I just thought that was beautiful. I love the colours in that. Again, I'm just dipping my hand in this bag and seeing what's going to come out. This one is by Fine Frog Stitching and it's the April piece. It's part of the Feathered Friends collaboration. And look, it's a little duck with an umbrella and a little pink flower. Oh, so pretty. And it's all charted with DMC thread. And you can see all the beautiful colours there. Really lovely. So I was chuffed with that one. Then another one that's part of the series. This is by the Stitchin' Kittens design. And again, part of the Feathered Friends collaboration. And this is the February one. And it's two adorable swans. Very much in love with the pink hearts behind and the lovely kind of birdhouse. Look how this is finished with that amazing bow. Really pretty. So I'm not going to get the whole collection, but I just kind of picked the ones that I liked. These are more little Lizzie Kate kind of snippet ones. So this is Be My Valentine. Again, that would look amazing in one of those kind of mini frames that I showed you in my last video. The frames I bought from Michael's. And then I got this Just Married one. And obviously I'm not married yet, but hopefully I can stitch that in the future. And it's just quite simple. Could even do it as a wedding gift as well for other people. Just put their names and the date. What's next? Oh, this is an Erica Michaels chart. This is called Voice of the Garden. So look at this. I love that blue. I think that's so pretty. And I was thinking, it's obviously you can do the berry as well, and I really want to get into making berries. So I think they're beautiful. But I was thinking I'd probably change the word into a nice dark purple, and I think that would contrast with the blue and the green really beautifully. You can see on the back it comes with a little bee charm, and it shows you how to do the bit with the wool felt at the top to finish it off. So I love Erica Michaels charts and I think they're fabulous. Talking of more three-dimensional cross stitch, this is a Just Nan chart and it's Juliet, the bride mouse. Again, you can see the theme here, and I actually saw her stitched up and I thought she was beautiful. So yeah, it comes with all the little elements here. Might potentially do it on a different colour, I'm not sure, but I thought that was really clever. Again, charted with DMC thread. Really cute. And then of course Juliet couldn't be without her Romeo, so I also bought Romeo the groom mouse, I think he looks very dapper in his little top hat, his little jacket. So again, that comes with it. So if you hadn't guessed, I'm going to stitch those two together and I'm going to put them on top of my wedding cake. Again, don't have any of the wedding plans, but you know, the priority is the mouse at the top of the cake, whether you have a cake or not. Right, this next one is called My Secret Garden by The Bay Needle Arts. And I'd never seen this one before either. But I was really drawn to that pink and the purples there and the little house. And these are obviously elements that are taken from that main design. And there's kind of some specialty stitches here as well, which I thought looked quite cute. Yeah, and it tells you like how to finish it and well, gives you ideas for finishing. Or they're called road stitches, I think, the pink flowers. So that'd be quite good to try. Then we have this one called Strength and Dignity by The Proper Stitcher, Annie Turner. I'll turn it that way so you can actually see it. And I love Cherry Blossom. I think this is beautiful and love the pink. Someone had actually stitched this a while back on Instagram. I can't remember who it was now. And I really liked it at the time then. But I thought, oh no, I won't have it. And then I thought, oh, actually, I really like it. I will buy it. So it says, she is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. I don't know if I'd stitch the words or not, but I just love that house with the blossom. I think that's absolutely stunning. Really, really pretty. Next we have the New York Dreamer. Thought very apt when you're in New York. And it says, bloom where you are planted, and has a gorgeous beehive on it and lovely little bees. I just thought the colour palette in this was amazing. Really cheery and summery. This is from 2022, this one. That was amazing. I like how they've done their kind of artwork as well for their business. Really cute. This one I'd seen a long time ago. Was it Elizabeth Ann Stitch, I think, had stitched this, and I love it on that pink fabric. Isn't that just beautiful? So it's called the Love Boat Sampler and it's by Ardrith Designs. And I couldn't find it on 123 Stitch before. And I now know you can get it on as a PDF from Ardrith Designs website. But I didn't know at the time, so I thought, oh, I need to have that. But I love the colours with the pink. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm not really a sampler girl, but I don't know, I'm just really drawn to that, and I guess it's just because of how bright the colours are. What's next? Oh, this is another kind of summery piece. This is called Summer Alphabet Garden by Jeanette Douglas. And this has got so many gorgeous flowers on it. I love the alphabet. Don't know whether I'd stitch the alphabet or not. But look at the drum. If you watched me before, I love drums and I think that would make an incredible drum finish. So that's why I was really drawn to that. So nice. I haven't actually got many summer stitching pieces at all, so I'm going to have to change that. This one is Brenda Gervais, and again, obviously quite difficult to get in the UK, so I was really hunting for Brenda Gervais charts, and Born to Stitch didn't have, I think it was maybe five options of different charts you could buy from Brenda Gervais, but these are her new ones. So this is called Spring Trio, and it says Hello Spring in the middle. It's got the lovely bunny with the bird, and again the bird at the end there. And if you've watched Cross Stitch Sarah, I bought Summer Trio for her with the strawberries in the middle. But I personally just really like this one, so that's what I went for. And you can see you can stitch it all as a long, you know, kind of sampler piece if you wanted to, or obviously you can do the 3 separate pillows. So that was really nice. I'd probably brighten up the colours a little bit because, as I say, I'm not a primitive stitcher, but I really like the sentiment of that one. And this is the other Brenda Gervais chart I bought called Hop into Spring, And I think this is brand new for this year as well, or if not this year, last year. And look, it's 2 bunnies with the kind of gorgeous urn with the flower in it and the lovely birds. I love how this is finished and displayed. It's really pretty. Like, almost like shoelace tie around the edge. Don't know where you get that from, but really nice. Gorgeous. Right, we're getting there. Nearly at the end. This one is called Peacock Pin Pillow, and it's by Beehive Needleworks. Yeah, Needleworks. And again, I hadn't seen this before. I don't know if this is now out of print. But I couldn't find it when I had a quick Google. But again, I'd probably change the fabric. But look at that peacock. That was really sweet. So, again, hadn't seen any charts by Beehive Needleworks before, so I'm going to have to investigate that designer. Love finding new designers, it's exciting. This one I'd never heard of either. It's called the Calico Confectionery. Well, that's the name of the designer. And this one is Spring is Here. And again, it's got a house on it, it's got birds, it's got flowers. What is not to love? I love that they've done a separate, I'm sorry, don't want to show you the chart there. They've done a separate bit for that little pillow there. I also think you could do a lovely little pillow with just the house. That would look quite nice as well. So say this is called by the Calico Confectionery. Great, just a couple more to go now. These are both Shepherd's Bush charts. So this is called Spring Trifles. And again, got lots of bees on it. Lovely flowers in a house. I really like this small pillow as well. And then this is again, keeping with the same vibe. This is it called Love is in the Air? Or Love is Where You Plant. It's just called Love Is. And it says Love is Where You Plant It. And again, would make a great kind of wedding piece as well, but also would make a lovely drum. And I'm obsessed with drums. I want like a whole drum collection, have them on different levels, and yeah, I feel like sometimes my ideas are greater than the actual time I have, but you know, that's what all the hobby's all about, isn't it? It's always thinking about what amazing things you can make. This one I got from the reduced kind of section. This is called Sweet Pea Gazebo Sampler. It is by the Victoria Sampler Company. And I think you can see I picked this because of the amazing purple. And this is actually quite a challenge because this is kind of ribbon work as well as cross stitch and specialty stitches and cross stitch. But I thought it'd be fun to try. And as I say, it was for a really reasonable price, so I thought nothing to lose. But these are the other ones that you can get as well. And there was loads of Victoria Sampler charts, which I would have loved to have bought, but I couldn't actually remember which ones I'd already got from their website because they do PDFs too. So I thought I'll just leave them because I can get them as PDFs. But it is amazing to actually see so many of the charts actually available. So yeah, I think I'll just do one last check of my bag. Oh, I got a Born to Stitch pen thrown in, which is very nice of Amy. I got lots of lovely stickers, and I'm just looking for her card. Here it is. So this is Born to Stitch in Secaucus, New Jersey, and she loves Bruce Springsteen, so you can also get a picture with Bruce Springsteen if you want to, a kind of life-size cardboard cutout of him, if that encourages you to go. But that's her information there, and I believe she's in the process of making her website, so that should be up and running fairly soon, hopefully at some point this year. So yeah, that was all my stitchy haul from Born to Stitch. Right, now I'll talk about Hobby Lobby. Oh wow, what an experience. So Hobby Lobby again was actually in central New York, in Manhattan, and again my partner actually said, oh, do you know there's a Hobby Lobby nearby? And I'm like, no. I said, oh, well, you know, we'll go if you want to. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, this is why I'm marrying you. So yeah, again, he was dragged around the shop whether he liked it or not. But I was like flying around corners with my trolley because we only had half an hour or 40 minutes or so to go around the shop, and the shop was huge. So I was like, again, a woman on a mission, tearing around corners. Wasn't quite knocking people out the way, but if it came to it, I would have. Just trying to make sure I saw everything, and yeah, got all the lovely things. So I've got quite a substantial amount of haul from Hobby Lobby because I thought we don't have anything like this in the UK. I mean, the closest thing I can link it to is probably the range, and it's like the range crossed with Hobbycraft a little bit. Again, I'll be putting pictures up as I talk about it, but oh, it was just aisle upon aisle of craft things. Like, they do sell homeware kind of stuff as well, but I felt the craft element was, you know, far overruled all of that kind of thing. And I think it was more the kind of amount of things you can use for finishing, or the pretty frames you can buy, or the wooden objects, or the kind of embellishments. I mean, there was obviously it's 4th of July is coming up soon, and I knew it was obviously a big deal, but there's literally was 3 or 4 aisles full of blue, white and red kind of 4th of July goodies, you know, to make things, or, you know, as decor, and oh, it was just fantastic. So I've taken a picture of just one of the aisles, but literally there was 4 of them, absolutely jam-packed with stuff. There was also an amazing bead display, which I thought, oh, this is meant for me. I bought virtually everything off that rack, to be honest. And there was it 50% off kind of spring decor and home things as well. So I took full advantage of 50% off. And yeah, it was just amazing. There was, again, probably 2 aisles of, maybe 1 aisle of stitching related things. There was loads of wool, loads of beads, you know, everything you could imagine for any craft really. But I even met somebody in the stitchy aisle. She asked me if the needle was appropriate for what she was doing. She was doing some embroidery on a denim jacket, and we were having a little chat to and fro about, you know, how amazing this shop is and how we don't really have much like this in the UK. And she found it hilarious that we have one called Hobbycraft when obviously theirs is called Hobby Lobby. So yeah, that was really nice to actually chat to someone in, you know, that was very creative as well. But yeah, let's get started on the haul. So again, I don't know, I felt this was kind of rogue because a lot of the fabric that was there is obviously a generic kind of 14 count, 16 count, I don't know if, yeah, probably 18 count as well. But you don't normally see linen as much, or, you know, even weave and things. But there was this artiste embroidery linen, Ivory Bristol, 46 count by Zweigart. And it was what, $5.99? So really reasonable, and you get, oh, I don't know how big it, 11 by 18 inches. So quite a sizable piece, and obviously 46 count, you don't need as much. So I thought, I've never tried it, but let's give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? I got this little strawberry cross stitch kit. Again, one of those that's on a kind of wooden, yeah, it's wooden, a wooden little outline that you then stitch over. I thought that was quite cute to try, and I think there was like loads of these little mini cross stitch kits, but virtually all of them have been sold out, so I got the last one. There was so much lots of lovely kind of fabric. Again, only $1.49 for a fat quarter. I mean, it's like pennies. And look, this one has Highland cows on it. Obviously you can't fully see, is it a slightly bigger Highland cow? I can't really show you, but I was like, that's exciting. Obviously, for me living in Scotland, that's exciting to see Highland cows. And then I got some chicken fabric. I thought that'd be really good for finishing or making like little project bags or something. Some little bee fabric. I basically just picked up everything that I liked. I didn't even care how much it cost. I'm like, right, I need it all. Again, some more kind of hen fabric. And look at this with the little piggies on it. Isn't that cute? So really chuffed with that. This is in obviously no particular order, I'm just showing you as I go. This is a little strawberry saying life is sweet, and again this was all kind of half price, so it'd be rude not to. And there was only one left unfortunately, otherwise I probably would have bought another one. But I thought obviously it'd be great for kind of decor when I do my little strawberry basket with strawberry charts in it, or you could potentially use the back or even the front and mount cross stitch on it. I don't know. I probably will just use it for decor, but I thought there's lots of different things you could do with it. Look at these. These are little beehives. It says welcome to our hive, and I bought 2 because I thought, I don't know, I might need 2. And again, I think I'll probably cover this with paper and mount cross stitch in the middle, or maybe keep one as decor. But I love anything that's got, you know, a shape to it, and I think this is just fabulous. So I'm really chuffed to find those. I also got some frames. So I bought these lovely floral frames, and again I got 2 of these. So I'm just scared that if I do something I'm like, oh there's 2 patterns, and I'm like, I only bought 1. So I thought the 2 of them would look quite nice together. But I thought I'd actually paint this, maybe pink or something, and then put a nice cross stitch piece in the middle. That was my thought process for that one. And then kind of similar, but a wooden frame, also very pretty itself, was this lovely bee one. Again, this was half price. And it's got lovely beads around it, and then looks like a flower. So how cute would that be for a finish? And I also love the bee that's inside it, so I don't know. Just it was really pretty. Again, not strictly cross stitch related, but I bought some flowers, fake flowers. They had a huge range of fake flowers, and I love using flowers for my Instagram photos, but obviously flowers to buy a bunch every time you're taking an Instagram picture would be quite expensive, so it's good to have some kind of fake ones as well that just embellish it a bit. And I love cherry blossom, so I thought I'll buy 3 different colours of blossom, and they look nice just displayed as they are anyway. I got this little bee tape measure. I thought that was really sweet. I got these, I'd never seen anything like this before. These wooden shapes. Again, you get these 4 here that you can use for embellishing things, as well as you know, photos and stuff. And there was some that were leaves as well. They would be really good for autumn. And then the third ones I got were woodland animals. Look at the little squirrel and the deer and the hedgehog and the fox, raccoon, little rabbit. I thought they were really sweet. That was nice. I'm kind of just showing you everything, hope you don't mind. This is, I really love the cardinal sticker, so again, really reasonable. Bought some stickers. And then I've got in my little, we went to the Cheesecake Factory in York, so I've got my little Cheesecake Factory bag that's got everything else in it. Again, predominantly bee related things. So we've got a Be Happy ornamental thing. Got a Be Happy kind of speech bubble. Again, I don't know if I'll use this for decor, or you could use it as a, again, a cross stitch piece to mount on. I love these little paddles. I've bought 2 of them again. Squeeze the Day. Imagine like a little lemon finish on that. How sweet, with the little gingham ribbon as well. Oh, love it. This one is a little house shape. Again, I thought it'd be perfect to mount cross stitch inside that. And then again, this would be for kind of Instagram pictures and things. Like it's a little kind of honey stirrup. It's got a bee on it. Again, a lovely gingham ribbon. And then to match that, I got a little rolling pin that says "Be Yourself," with a little bee on the side there. Ah, so much fun. And then I got "Always Be Kind" as well. And then some really beautiful photo, what do you call them, like plate holders or photo holders, which I thought would be good if you've got maybe a hoop that you want to display that you don't want to put on the wall, or I don't know, something, you know, to hold one of those wooden objects. I don't know, something to display them. I thought they would come in useful. So yeah, we've got that as well. That's all my Hobby Lobby haul. Right, and I'll quickly show you some of my other Michael's haul, because I got the opportunity to go to Michael's again, which was fantastic. And only a couple of things from here, so don't worry, it won't take too long. I got some needles, just DMC 26 and DMC 28. But a big thank you to Annie from XO Needle in the Hay XO. She just happened to put on her Instagram about Michael's having all the pom-pom trims in all the different colours. I was like, oh, I mean, I don't think pom-pom trim's that easy to get here. It's an excuse to go. So the poor lady, I bought 14 colours of pom-pom trim, 2 yards each. And she's kind of wrapped them up quite nicely, but look at all these colours. There's like 4 or 5 colours in each bundle. So I thought they were amazing. And then these ones here. And then these ones here. And then, yeah. So I'll show them all together. But that's all my pom-pom trim. So I don't think I ever need to buy any more ever again. But I thought it'd be really nice, oops, I've dropped some, to have it all available, that when I'm finishing something, I can just look in my drawer and, you know, try all the different colours. Because I feel like sometimes you just need to try it against the actual piece to see whether it works or not. So save me having to kind of buy it, you know, wait for it to be delivered and then actually use it. I can just have them all out. So really, really chuffed with that. And thank you, Annie, for mentioning that on your Instagram page. Right, so that's all my stitchy goodness and things that I bought from Born to Stitch, Hobby Lobby and Michael's. And very quickly at the end again, I hope to just do a quick resume of my favourite things that we visited in New York and things that we did. If you don't want to watch that, don't worry, but thank you so much for watching the stitchy portion of this video. I hope to see you in my next Flosstube at the start of July now. I had to think what month we were actually in. And yeah, I'll do a full Flosstube update then. If you haven't seen my Canada video already, go back and watch that, and I talked to you about Geeta's and my haul from Michael's the first time I went. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're staying around a little bit longer, I'll just quickly talk to you about my favourite things in New York. So we went on lots of busy days out exploring the city, and I mean obviously it's vast, so we were staying in Manhattan, so didn't really go too much further out of that, but it was incredible. Really had an amazing time. Everyone was really friendly and welcoming, and yeah, it's very busy in that city, but it all just kind of worked so seamlessly, and it was fun going on the subway and exploring lots of places. So some of the main places we visited, we walked around Wall Street, we went to the Statue of Liberty, which I found fascinating. I didn't realise until afterwards, you know, you had to kind of pre-book the tickets, that you can actually go up the Statue of Liberty, and you can even go right into her crown and look at the stunning view from there. So we didn't do that, but it was just amazing to walk around outside of her and admire her beauty, and also go to the museum and learn about how they actually built her, and the amount of, you know, labour and experience and skills that were required to do that. So that was really fascinating, and it was fun to go out on the boat as well to get to Liberty Island. We also went to Elis Island as well, which was also part of that kind of tour. So that was interesting. We went to the 9/11 Museum, which was truly moving, and the memorial for 9/11, you know, I was in tears even as soon as we stood there. It was such a incredibly peaceful and quiet atmosphere, and I'm so glad we did visit the museum. It was really important that, you know, people do understand what happened and, you know, learn from it really. But it was, the main message that I got from it was how everybody pulled together and supported each other and showed the greatness of humanity as well as the very, you know, awful sides. So that was a really moving experience, and really felt that was a valuable place to visit. We also went on a sunset boat cruise along the harbour in New York, which was wonderful. Had a little wine as we were going along, which was fab, and got to see all the kind of main landmarks and things, you know, at night time with everything lit up, and that was really pretty. Went to Madison Square Garden, just had a wander around there. Went to the Empire State Building. Views were stunning up the top, and it was wonderful to see, you know, the kind of Art Deco interior with how the lifts used to be, and everyone was dressed up with all the in the proper kind of the hats on, and yeah, really wonderful uniforms as we were taken up to the top of the Empire State Building. And had a really wonderful time up there. Weather was stunning. I mean, the whole week it was high 20s, if not 30 degrees. And I really struggled to cope with 30 degrees. It was melting, but thankfully it wasn't too humid. And obviously there's aircon everywhere, so it wasn't the worst. We went to New York Public Library, which to me was actually one of my favourite things that we did, because we got to see a little exhibition. Sorry, the lights changed a bit now. I had to pause for a bit whilst my battery recovered. I'd exhausted it apparently. The camera needed a break. Anyway, I think I was talking about the New York Public Library. So yes, we went there and there was an exhibition on, and it had all the characters from Winnie the Pooh, the original teddies that had been bought from Harrods, which was nice to see. And there was also a little bit of cross stitch as well, a kind of sampler that was in a little book to do with needlework and knitting. So I was very excited to look at that. Just an amazing building as well. There's marble everywhere, and it's just so ornate and fancy. Stunning paintings on the ceiling. And a really amazing place to visit, and was a place that I hadn't really known anything about before. So that was probably one of my favourite places we went to. We also walked around the Rockefeller Center. We went to Central Park. We saw some little turtles that were all in the water there. That I don't know if they were just looking for food, but there was actually loads of them, and I've never seen a turtle that up close in the wild before, so that was nice to see. We went to the New York Botanic Gardens as well, which are absolutely beautiful. I think it was like 250 acres worth of gardens to look around. Really stunning. We saw some monarch butterflies, and yeah, lots of other lovely birds, blue jays and cardinals. I'm obsessed with them. And lots of other little wildlife like chipmunks and things that I've not seen before. We also went to the American Museum of Natural History, and we paid to do the butterfly exhibition, so we got to see some more tropical butterflies, which were really beautiful, and such vibrant colours, and really inspired me to stitch butterflies again. We also went to Chinatown, and I bought this lovely fan, which is actually handmade, and it's two beautiful birds on a magnolia tree. It's the same on both sides. It's absolutely beautiful. Comes with a little tassel, and I have that on display with my kind of Japanese inspired decor section in my flat. Also went to Little Italy in Soho and had a little wander around Chelsea. There was a thrift shop that I thought, oh, we'll pop in there and have a look, and thinking that I might find some homeware kind of goodies, but it turned out to all be wedding dresses practically. So my partner was a bit like, okay, let's not spend too long here. But it was quite amazing to see how many wedding dresses you could get, you could thrift. So that was interesting. Went to Times Square, we went to Broadway, we watched Wicked, which was absolutely fantastic. Amazing singing. I mean, the skills that they have are just remarkable. It was a really good production, as you would expect on Broadway, but it was a great atmosphere as well, walking around Times Square at night, and yeah, taking in all the busyness and the amazing lights, and yeah, it's really good. We also went to Grand Central, and we also did the High Line, which was a walk along a disused railway that they converted for people to walk along. So there was a bit of nature within the city, which was really lovely. We tried all the local delicacies, such as the bagels and cheesecake, which were stupendous. The cheesecake, the size of it was ridiculous. And it's like your daily intake of calories, but you know, we thought, well, we're here, we'll try it. We also tried the pizza, which was delicious. And yeah, really enjoyed our time in New York. Plenty more to see if we ever go back. We did drive over the Brooklyn Bridge as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed our time in America. And I know there's plenty more to see, so we won't be going for a while, but definitely like to plan a holiday again to America and potentially to another cross-stitch shop, because that's always exciting. My partner might have other ideas, but that's definitely what I'd like to do. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here and supporting my channel. If you haven't seen it already, check back to see my Canada video, which is similar to this one. And I'll see you in my next video at the start of July. Bye!